3, 2, 1.
100%.
So I mean,
Simple
so how
as
do you
that.
think it's gonna unfold then? Because obviously, like with Ziyech and them man being offered, it's clear that Chelsea are trying to free up some space on the wing anyway. So they're probably gonna try and recruit a wide player. And obviously, Mudryk wants Arsenal. Arsenal want him, but Arsenal don't want to pay the money. Like, do you think Arsenal are gonna budge and pay the money, or do you think that Shakhtar are gonna accept less money? Because the only thing is, if Chelsea are willing to pay more, it could be a situation where they agree a fee with Chelsea, but the player wants to go to Arsenal.
That's
Then
the
it gets
thing.
peaked.
That's the thing. Until Arsenal walk fully away, then I kind of got some confidence about this deal. But at what point is too much money too much money? You know, we all have to overpay. I'm sure every signing that's been signed for big money that's succeeded, every club probably wouldn't want to have paid it. You know, they have to weigh up the pros and cons. If you really scouted this guy from the summer and you've seen his price go up, if you really are convinced how he can help us in the short, medium, and long term, buy the guy, man. You either put the extra bread down or you find a replacement. So all I care about is come January, there's somebody else in it, because that's all that matters, man. We need options. I think we're gonna get something done. I don't know for Mudryk. It feels like there's some legs to the Mudryk thing. It seems like it's a bit of games being played, and we've got talk scheduled. It does strike me as one that's gonna drag throughout January. So I just literally think it's in the balance, man. I can't lie. The more it goes on like this, the more I'm kind of thinking, do we consider something else? If I'm honest.
And have you guys realistically? I haven't really seen you guys linked with anyone other than him, and obviously Joao Felix. That's about it. But is there a plan B for Mudryk though? Do you know what I mean?
There
Because it
has to
seems like
be,
you lot
man.
were in for this prayer even before the window opened. You were linked with this guy.
Exactly, but there has to be, because from the summer we wanted a wide man. We didn't get it in, whether it was Rafinha them times and Pedro Neto, as Matisse knows, was both part of the Rafinha saga thing, you know. And then we've been since then we've been linked with a bunch of them, you know, Lozano, Ferran Torres, some guy from MLS called Fogando Torres. We've been linked with a bunch of wide men, Yeremy Pino. So you've got to make something happen. But the fuckeries is that, as we know, January is a reactive window. You're reacting because you haven't done things in the summer. There's injuries, there's contracts, there's players. And Shakhtar in a position of strength, really and truly. Even somebody says Joao Felix is a plan B. Bro, no one's trying to rise up 21 million for 4 months, no matter how good he is, without the assurance of a buy option or something. It don't really make sense to no one. And it'd be stupid business, even if you were to win stuff with him for 4 months. It wouldn't make sense.
Oh my God. See, that's what I mean. And there's no source to this, but this sounds like what most clubs would do. Do you know what I mean? They'd be like, listen, we're not willing to pay more than X, Y, Z. If you can get more somewhere else, then go there. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like if they do that though, that's the only thing. I feel like he was their only target. And to a point, Arsenal were the only player that Arsenal were the only team that were in for him until then. Do you know what I mean? It looked like a layup, and then all of a sudden, Chelsea, same thing they done with Rafinha, yeah. It's come out of nowhere, matching bids and all of that, and then all of a sudden you got this palaver going on.
This is the thing, and it just could be mind games. And for all I know, it could just be full west from you know, over exaggerating Chelsea's interest, because I do think they're in for him. I do think they like him, but they ain't put a bid down. We've actually put a bid down. They're hosting indirect talks with Todd Burhi. Our middlemen on both teams are actually talking. So it's like, are Chelsea just trying to trump us? Are they trying to see if we can find something with Mudryk and Shakhtar? And then if we can't, then they'll show some aggression. It seems like Chelsea got other ideas as well. You know, Enzo Fernandez is a centre mid. There's an injury to Broja. They're linked with nines. I don't really know how much they really want. So it's just a game of mind games, man. It's just mad. But you know, hopefully it falls with what, you know, Chelsea did with Rafinha, Richarlison and Jesus, and that they got involved and it didn't bang, but he's not Brazilian like them. So it's a madness. So who
100%.
knows, bro?
No, I mean, big up everyone in the chat. Man said not another Ajax. Man are saying Man United are linked with what's his name?
Kudus.
Yeah, that Kudus you blood. But I don't believe that. He's a good player, but I don't believe we want that guy now. In January, like our priority is definitely a striker. The manager's already come out and said it. You know what I mean? The manager categorically come out and said we need a striker. That's what we're looking at, a striker. We're looking at striking options. We've been linked with Memphis. We've been linked with Joao Felix. We've been linked with Choupo-Moting as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're going for a 9, bro. Like that's what we're going for. So right now, with how our midfield's moving and all of these other things, we're fine, bro. When man talk about the Donny injury, bro, Donny is a squad player anyway. Like a Donny injury don't make man go in the transfer market, especially when we got owners that are selling the club as we speak. He don't go in and sign a midfielder now because Donny jarred his knee, bro. It's not that deep. Know what I mean? Like
A
Donny
young G
don't
can
get.
take his place, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just give Iqbal some minutes or something like that, bro. Do you know what I mean? We got McTominay. I ain't seen that you in a minute, blood. I don't even know if he's injured or what. I ain't seen him in a minute, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I've heard that name for time.
That's it. I ain't seen him in a long time. So is he fit, guys? If McTominay's fit, he can come in and do a job, bro. Do you know
Apparently
what I mean?
Newcastle on him as well, McTominay.
Bruv, don't surprise me. Do you know what I mean? Like he'd be one of them miserly youths come into that little pragmatic system, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's one of them ones where for me, I don't think we want that guy. You know what I mean? He's a good player. He looked exciting in the World Cup and all those things. But for me, it's very clear that from what we need and also what the manager said, we need a striker in it. So I'm not really worried about that link. I think that that's, you know what, he's at Ajax. Cool, like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing
It's
more
easy to link them, man, with United.
It's easy. We're gonna get linked with every Ajax player now. You know what I mean?
Every man in the Dutch league, really, if you're honest.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
I mean, that's been the case already, isn't it? Timber and everybody. So it's not surprising.
That's it. So I'm not really. I can't buy that.
But journalists know how to make their money because it makes sense. So if it makes sense, then let's report it.
Like you actually can't tell a journalist he's chatting was when you lidge deep it. We all know some journalists chat crap, but like all they need to do is sources have told whatever website, boom, 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 and it sends the fans into fanfare. Like Matisse was saying at the start of the stream, it gets them clicks, engagements, ultimately helps pay their bills, man.
And you know what? Yeah, they don't even, as long as they don't close it, they can't be wrong. As long as they don't say it's officially like done or it's officially bid, it's just interest.
They know the smart language to dress it up as and that, man.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Man United are in negotiations with, Man United are talking to, all of this. They've been linked with this, that, and the other. Do you know what I mean? Unless there's some of these whatless brothers on Twitter that are coming out and saying the deal's done and all that. There's one brother that said the Enzo deal was done to Chelsea.
Yeah, I know that brother.
These men just want to go viral, though, man. They probably know they're going to get slated for chatting ish, man. They just want to go viral, man.
Fucked up, man. But that's the thing. He only had one source, and if you only, I haven't even heard an update from him. But if you've only got one source, you're running the risk of being played or catching it L. So
that's what I mean. So I don't know. We just have to wait and see how
you have it.
This whole saga unfolds. Do you know what I mean? Because it could be a situation where no one moves. It could be a situation where no one wants to pay that 21 million for Joao Felix. So they either need to take less or he stays against his will because he's still got a good few years on his contract. They don't have to move him on. Do you know what I mean?
Him than anything, really. It's like he's got beef with Simeone. Simeone looks like he keep you part of the squad. The CEO come out and said, you know, you've got a lot of talent. I'd want you to stay, but you've got a strained relationship. Comes down to the bread, and it probably is a thing where the clubs that are interested are playing a game of poker, seeing if Atletico will buckle and be a bit more realistic in their demands for Felix for half a season or taking him permanently and things. And with the form he's in, as much as I think Felix is a quality player, and if I had the funds, I would, it doesn't make sense to give them anything close. Like, let's just say Arsenal, for example, we take him for 21 million. He helps us do whatever we're doing, but there's no buy clause. We're just like making him better for other clubs to have a look. And it would be a thing where Atletico in the summer could probably say, we got 21 million. Let's just get 80. We kind of offset some of the L. It don't really make sense, man.